So, which of you guys would like to give me a recap?
It has been a hot minute, I'm gonna be
It
so
has
for
been
real.
a hot minute. And the last session was not super crazy.
I think we all need a recap.
Yeah, I guess you guys might need a recap. I guess I can do it. Okay. Well then. So, in the previous sessions, you guys have been building a ship. You guys have been kind of putting the ship together so you can get to the skies. And then the most recent session, you guys went and got these crystals from the ruins of the drone laboratories on the Virelda archipelago, so that you could put them into the ship you guys have been repairing, and that you guys would be able to take flight. So you guys managed to do that. You guys stumbled across some information about some sort of project called the God Eye Project, which seemed to be some sort of weapon.
Special gun.
Yeah, a special firearm that could be used to dismantle powerful foes. Or, in this case, legendary creatures. But it was discontinued. For reasons you weren't able to fully tell. You know that there'd probably be ethics involved and some other things with something that powerful. But yeah, you guys were able to grab those things. There was evidence of the Lord of the Abyss being there. And they might be in the skies. You don't know. But the important thing is that you guys have chosen to go to the skies in search of the Sky King. Which would be the next step for working towards the Crown of Lux. Titan has joined you. A Shulk who's lost their body and their head has attached itself to a iron golem. Who is out on a vengeance quest to defeat the Lord of the Abyss.
A very angry man.
Yep. And
This
beyond
guy is very mad.
And beyond that, there was quite a bit of discussion about Shulk anatomy in the last session.
Which continued for a long time, even afterwards.
Even after the session, there's been much debate. But now, you guys have managed to ascend to the skies.
Success.
And it's at this point that you guys don't really know much about where you guys need to go. The Sky Key could be literally anywhere. You guys have probably... Adeline, you definitely would have heard of Silfgoth Skyhold, which is the capital. That is one of the locations you guys can go. But there are a whole bunch of other places you guys can choose to go if you wish. And that choice is up to you guys.
Oh boy.
So you guys have a pretty large area to cover. You will want to keep in mind the travel time. Each hex is 1 day of airship travel.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
So you'll want to try and not go in circles too much. So if you have suspicions that it's in a certain place, then that might be the place to go. But as of now, you guys don't really have any hints.
Huh. I mean, the Skyhold seems like the primary place to go. But we could always, like, visit places along the way and scope things out. What do you guys think?
Could.
I mean, we could, stop by certain places on our way there. In case we do want to go look at those places afterwards, we don't have to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that, like, Sky Tallow and Featherhearth would basically be on the way to the Skyhold.
Yeah.
If we wanted to check those out. What in
Also,
the world is going on with Cloud Piercer?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm really curious about Cloud Piercer.
That place looks wild.
Yeah, what's up with that place?
Something's certainly going on there.
Oh boy. Well, if we're feeling the spirit of adventure, we can make some stops.
Honestly, let's do it, because we honestly have no idea where we're going, so it might be best to stop by as many places as possible.
Right.
Get information.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah,
how
fair.
Adeline had some visions that one time?
Yes.
Did she have any that had to do with the Sky Key at all?
Yeah, it was like the glass throne room or something like that. It was some glass room, if I'm remembering correctly.
I would say yes, but not directly related to the Sky. You do remember that there was something. You remember a very polished throne room.
Alright, that's
You remember that it was a vision where you were alone in this room, and you felt the urge to go down a certain hole.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we definitely have very little to go on at the moment.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, well.
Well, let's go to Sky Tallow Basin first, since that's the closest.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Sounds good. So, it will take you guys about a day and a half to get there. It is kind of in the morning-ish. It's kind of later in the morning. You guys are able to get stuff pretty quickly. So, yeah, you guys make your way down here. One thing you guys learn pretty quickly. It's just as you travel, the weather is a bit unpredictable in the sky. And the weather is much stronger. So there is the occasion that we might face delays due to storms or other things. And that is something that you guys will need to keep in mind as you guys travel.
Fair enough.
And you guys also know that no matter what happens, you guys need to make sure that someone is awake and alert. So...
I mean, that makes sense. You don't want this flying skyship to just be going somewhere blindly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can definitely take like 8-hour shifts since there's 3 of us.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, you guys could probably... Actually, I would probably say 16. Because then you guys could have 2 people active at any point.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, like, 16 hours shifts, but they, like, half overlap kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Also, Adeline, I'm gonna give you the option if you want to. You're free to re-roll your portent if you would like.
Let me look at what I had last time, real quick.
It's better if you've used one of them, I'll let you roll it, so you have one.
Okay, I think it would be good to re-roll.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and just roll those. Just figured I'd let you do that.
I already forgot which dice I'm supposed to use.
D20. Just a
Right,
D20.
right. Okay. 2d20. I've got... Oh, that's not that great. I got a 9 and a 4.
9 and a 4? Okay.
Yeah.
A Thor's pretty good.
Alright.
On a
9 and
D20?
Well,
Well,
for the
with
portent,
portent,
so it
you
can-
want higher and low.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
because it can be put on an enemy.
Oh.
Yeah, it can force a failure. Nice. Okay. So, you guys travel. And you guys begin to kind of approach where you imagine Sky Hollow Basin will be. Or Sky Town. And at this point in time, it is night at this point. It's a bit kind of in the evening. What shifts would you guys have taken?
I mean, does it really matter who takes what? Because it's just going to be a cycle.
For this, it will matter. I need to know. So this is like
For
it's
the current
around. Yeah, for the
situation?
current situation, it will matter.
I'm going to sleep.
I mean, I'll take the first shift.
So
I'll
is
take
that
second.
is that taking morning? And So wait. Okay, so you're taking first shift.
I guess it depends on how we're doing it. I'll do the overnight, I guess I should say.
Okay.
Overnight segment.
Adeline, are you wanting to do overnight or are you wanting to do more of a day thing? I mean, cats are nocturnal, so you might have advantage because I know Ada has dark vision.
Yeah.
Or Adeline has dark vision.
You could do the kind of in between, like early to midday kind of thing, or you can take the overnight, whatever you want to do. If you want to swap it.
I'll do it. I'll do it at night because out of the three of us, it would make more sense for me to do it.
I'll do the early to midday then.
Okay.
That leaves me with midday to evening. That's fine.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so you guys, Adeline and Kai, you guys are both out on the ship, and it is kind of in the evening. Adeline, you've just kind of started your shift. Also, so wait, Kai, you're taking the morning-ish shift?
Yeah, morning to midday. So if it's the evening, it would be Adeline and Titan.
Okay, so currently it is Adeline and Titan. You guys are both out and about. It is kind of late in the evening. The sun has just set. So Titan, your shift is getting close. Well, you're kind of about most of the way through your shift.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
Hobbies, I guess.
Hobbies. Okay. So as you guys are just kind of out and about. You guys can be working on various things. Um, like, what are you guys doing during your watches? Like,
I am polishing the hammer.
polishing your hammer.
Nice.
All right. It's like you guys have
Yeah.
quite a bit of time while you're traveling, as you guys are no longer having to physically move.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything in particular to be doing, honestly.
Well, I
Actually,
would say that
we're
you
just
probably would be trying to
We're just kind of
potions.
flying around.
Actually, Kai,
Huh?
would you be awake potentially trying to do potions? Like,
Well,
below deck.
to an extent, like during the shifts and all that, I'd be like, doing small, simple things. But I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do just flying around.
Yeah. Well, you guys are doing what you
Honestly,
need to. Like one of
I
you
would
guys could.
imagine Adeline would be like crafting something. I don't
Okay.
know, like I don't know if she does like maybe she does weaving or crocheting or something.
I can see it. And you can absolutely craft something. That is actually a thing. If you have gold and stuff, you can actually spend a certain number of days to craft items. So that is something you can absolutely look into if you'd like. Alright, do you want to roll? Are you at this point in time? Do you feel like you would be awake trying to work on potions below deck or anything, or are you just trying to sleep at this time?
Yeah, this would be when I'm off shift, so I'll just be sleeping.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Adeline and Titan, I need you guys both to roll perception checks.
Oh boy.
And actually, Kai, I'm going to have you roll one as well at disadvantage because you're below deck.
I got a
Okay.
28.
28?
Yeah.
And Dusk, you are
That's a
muted.
12.
Okay.
I am out.
Alright. Titan is muted. That's fine. That's good.
Oh, my bad. I got a 19.
19? Cool.
Yeah.
You guys... Adeline, you're working on, like... we'll say you're crocheting something. Maybe fixing some... like rips and such in clothing and such. Some of your, just from some of your previous encounters. But as you're listening, you actually think you hear something in the wind. It almost sounds like a song. Um, but as of now, but you can't really figure out where it's coming from. Titan, you do not hear this.
Oh, okay.
Adeline, what do you do?
Well, is it a good song?
It's hard to hear. It sounds almost a bit sad.
Oh. I stop what I'm doing to like try to focus on it more. Like really try to listen.
You stand up. As you try and listen in um, on this song. Um, roll me another perception check.
28
28.
again.
Again, you listen, and it sounds like it's a little bit louder. And you begin to hear, like, you're not just hearing things. You look around, and you actually do begin to see the shadow of Sky Tallow Basin in the amongst the clouds, as you kind of find yourself near what appears to be this abandoned observatory of sorts. It seems like a place that might have had some research done, but it seems like it has definitely faced a bit of ruin in recent years. But that song really sticks out to you for some reason. You can't really figure out why. But nothing has happened yet.
Okay, that's a little strange.
You could try and
Adeline.
get the attention
Yeah,
of...
Adeline's going to like kind of like try to get Titan's attention. Be like, do you hear that?
No, I don't.
Titan, I will let you roll a perception check at advantage.
At advantage now. Okay, let me get 2d20 out. There we go. That's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, now that you guys are getting a bit closer to the source of where this is coming from, you do begin to hear this as well. This beautifully sad song. And as you're looking around, you don't see anything. You see what Adeline sees, but you don't see much more beyond that. But seeing that you're close to the island, you guys do have the choice, if you would like to try and dock on the island and take a look around.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Are you guys wanting to get Kai up, or are you guys going to let him sleep for now?
I mean, he'd probably want to take a look around. Honestly, I think he might be mad if we didn't wake him up.
Okay, Adeline.
It would be funny though. It would be funny though.
Adeline and Titan adventure.
Honestly, that does sound fun.
You're just gonna do it without Kai?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that at the moment. I can vibe.
Okay, sounds good. I didn't really. Oh, did I? I keep accidentally having them all have fog. I don't need them to have fog. Oh. You guys are able to kind of dock the ship. And ignore the symbol. That's just part of that. It's not there. But we'll put Kai on the ship, and we'll put Titan wherever I put him. There he is.
Hey, yo, is that the Deathly Hollows?
It does look like it. It's just from
the door. I'm too big.
Oh my goodness.
And Adeline can barely fit through there.
Yeah, it is a little big. you guys are able to kind of get off the ship and onto these ramparts over here. And as you do so, I need you guys both to roll another perception check.
$18.
16.
Okay. You guys, with 18 and 16, you guys only see a little bit of movement. As you see what appears to be some sort of shape move, kind of around this area, the flying shape, kind of darting between some of the buildings around here and the clouds themselves. But you guys now can begin to hear the song quite a bit more clearly. And I need you both to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh, it's sirens.
That's honestly what I was thinking.
Wisdom save. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay?
You said a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
Okay. Titan, you are going to feel the effects of this song begin to come over you. As you are taken through, you find yourself with the charmed condition under the effects of luring song.
Jacob was right.
Oh no.
As you feel yourself turning, you feel as you begin to just move in a direction. As
Am I allowed to say no to this and activate my rage?
are you immune to charm when raging?
Yes.
Oh wait, actually?
Yeah. Mindless rage.
A mindless rage.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you have that. Nice.
He's so mad.
The moment he hears that, he's gonna start getting pissed and he's gonna start booking it to the location.
He's like, who's
He's just
doing
running
that?
him down.
Well, you feel as you hear the song and the effects attempt to come over you, you will not be able to do this yet.
What?
You will need actually, no, I would say you can do that, because you can do all your stuff in any order. But as you are able to see this, what almost appears to be an avian in these really, like, raggedy clothes. Over in this area right here.
Oh.
As this is a harpy. And I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I hope you guys don't need backup here.
I got a 5. I'm going last.
Hold on, wait.
Oh no.
And I'm also just going to place these.
6.
Oh no, bro.
Okay. All right. Let me roll for the harpies. Okay, they all really low, so you guys are going first.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my gosh, there's several of them.
The highest roll I got was a 7. What's that?
Huh?
That's awesome.
Okay.
Huh?
Sorry, I thought you said
Huh?
something. Alright, my bad. Okay.
Wait, what's my game plan gonna be? I literally can't get out of the door. I'm too big.
This is like an
What?
open,
For the wall.
this is an open area. You can just jump down.
Oh, there's so many of them.
Oh, wait, if it's an open area, what's my movement speed? Oh, 40.
If you're worried out there, you could shout and try and wake me up back on the ship.
If this is an open area, what's stopping me from just coming over here?
Oh, there are.
Jacob, you'll be our backup
Well,
plan.
it's an
I'm
open.
10 feet.
It's an open area. You just gotta like climb over. That's like a 5-foot wall.
Oh,
I can just step
okay.
over it. I'm 10 feet tall.
Yeah, you can basically.
Oh,
These
so
are steps.
I see. Perspective. These aren't like huge towers or anything. It's just
No.
like a courtyard kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
Just
kind of like a
walks
court.
over.
It's kind of a courtyard kind of thing. There are interiors, but yeah.
Ah, what a great nap.
I will say that you can step down 10 feet. You'll still need to go around.
Wait, so if I'm like over here, I'd still have to go around.
You'd still need to go around because it's just like this is like 15 to 20 feet up. These are
Oh, okay.
stairs.
Then so if I'm here, you used up 15, 25, 30. Okay, I'm just gonna have
Okay,
to
you
stand
know
here for now.
this music I got for this fight is really quiet.
Here we go.
There we go. Just turning it up a bit. We'll just need to remember for me to turn it down, otherwise whatever I play next is gonna be really loud. So. Okay. Adeline, what do you do?
Think. First, I was like, oh, I could just stay here, but then you said that the other tower was like taller.
Yeah, but you might
I
still
don't
be able.
know.
You might still be able to take down other harpies, like this one on the roof here.
Oh, that's true.
flying
I'll
over
just
here.
stay here then.
Because some of these are flying.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just stay here.
Okay, then what do you do?
Let's see here. Should I try using my new bow?
You go. Remember that you only get one of those abilities once per, I think, short rest. So actually, you can do one of them.
Right. Wait, so can I only use this bow once?
No. You can
For
use
short
it
rest.
more than once, but you can only use one of the special abilities once.
Oh, okay. If I don't use a special ability, is it still stronger than my usual bow?
Yes, it's a +3 weapon, yes.
Ooh.
It's much better.
Okay, well, I roll a 24 to hit.
Okay, which one are you attacking? This one up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. That will hit.
Heck yeah. Okay, and then 10 piercing damage.
Okay, 10 piercing damage. It will
Mhm.
take. It will take that. Are you wanting to attack again, or what you do?
Attack again.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, 18 to hit this time.
Okay, that will also hit.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled a nat 20, which is 15 damage.
Whoa.
All right, so you rolled a natural 20 to hit.
No, that's the
Oh, that's the damage. So you rolled 20
that's the
damage.
damage.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. It takes that. You are able to fire at this harpy over here. This one you see is actually, you look at the clothing, and although it is still like very like ripped and torn, it almost
Guys,
looks like what you would.
unfortunately, I'm actually just going to have to dip. Something came up.
Shoot.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Man.
Uh-oh.
Sad day. Okay.
Yeah,
Then Kai, since you're not doing anything right now, I'll let you take over Titan.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys around then.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See ya.
Goodbye.
So yeah. Sad day.
Oh dear. Alright, I'll do my best.
Alright. Okay, but you look at this harpy, as it almost seems to be wearing what you would imagine to be more noble clothing. Still very worn. You get the sense that this harpy, or at least these creatures, used to be normal avians.
Uh-oh.
Here, what happened?
This is giving me the same vibes as when we were looking for the ocean key.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like weird corruption, monster distortions, weird stuff going on. Huh.
Yep. Okay. It is now the
world
harpies.
is cursed.
It is now the harpies' turn. As this one is going to, it's going to use its alluring song. Adeline, I need you to roll another wisdom save, and you are immune to this one's song if it tries to go again.
Okay.
I'll let you know that.
Okay, I got a 25.
Okay, that will succeed. You are immune to that one's luring song as well. I'm not even gonna have Titan roll because he's just immune to it right now.
Angry.
Yep. Also, Kai, I will let you roll a perception check at disadvantage to see if you hear the combat going
If
on.
I wake up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's see just how heavy this sleep is. That's not bad. 15.
That will not be enough.
Dang. Alright.
Wow.
Time for Titan Smash.
Okay. Alright. Well, Kai, as Titan, what are you doing?
Alright. Oh boy, I gotta familiarize myself with his sheet here. Probably just keep things simple.
He does. I will say he does a lot of damage, more than what the typical things say.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep things simple. Let's just let's head over to this harpy over here. And
Sounds
I'm
good.
just gonna take some swings with the giant sword.
Yeah, you see that this one is just kind of flying just like a little bit in the air, but it doesn't even matter because of how huge Titan is.
Yeah.
You may go ahead and take a swing.
Alright, I'll
Alright.
just have to roll things manually here.
Yep.
So it's gonna be yeah. So there'll be a plus 14 on this. So terrible roll. It would be 17.
That will barely hit.
Barely hit.
Yep. These guys AC is not.
Nice.
Okay. You managed to hit.
All right. So then I follow. So I guess I follow the damage that the name of the weapon says it should do.
Follow the damage and then add the extra number on there. So
Yeah. Okay. So it's 6d6 for that.
Mm-hmm. And these aren't fiends or
I know.
undead, so you're not adding extra damage.
Hmm.
So
So plus the 12.
that's going to be
would
around
be
40 points of
40.
damage. You take
nice.
this sword as Titan takes the sword as he just in a single slash slices upward, knocking the harpy out of the air and sending it flying over the edge.
Oh,
It is dead.
dang. Jeez. Okay, well, and have another attack, but none of them are close by now.
We need. I want to check.
Titan does not have a lot of movement.
No, not as much.
Let me see.
Though I believe.
Do I have any range stuff?
Actually, bonus action. I feel like he has the thing that lets him move a little bit.
Let's see.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. There was a rage when you, as part of the run section, when you enter your rage, you can move up to half your feet, half your speed.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Let's
I
see.
don't think
You moved
there's
from. You
anything
moved up
else.
here, so you moved 1, 2.
It was
3,
already
4,
most of
5,
his
6.
movement.
Yeah, that's already most of his movement.
Yeah, I was mapping it out, see what I had left there. Do I have anything with range on it? No, I don't think so.
Do you have any spells?
All right, well, I was looking, but I
No.
already did an attack, so
No.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
that
be
is
able to
good.
do
Well,
that.
I mean, if you have any bonus action spells, but you don't. That.
Well, actually,
Well, you
wait,
have bonus
there-
action
well,
spells, but they're not ranged.
Not something that. Yeah.
Actually, does he
I guess
have?
technically
Wait, hold
I
up. Does he have?
I could give a shield to someone.
You could give a shield to
Or
someone.
let's see. Shield of Faith.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
true.
I see if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's it. So, you know what? Where is?
Okay, sounds good.
Sure, I'll go ahead and I'll do the Shield of Faith.
Oh wait, hold on. You could, I forgot you
on
could add
Adeline.
extra damage. Okay, you're gonna do. You actually cannot do that because you can't cast spells while raging.
Oh shoot! Yeah, never mind.
Yep.
All right then. Yeah, I got nothing.
All right, Adeline, what are you doing?
okay. Let's see. I think I'll just do my bow again.
Okay. Are you just gonna try and attack the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
That's a 13 to hit.
13 will miss.
Dang it. Okay, well, I will try again.
Sounds good.
You could
Okay, I
do
got a
it.
25.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Oh wow.
Alright, the damage will be 10.
Awesome. You're gonna hit this harpy right here as it is going to fall down here and is going to die. It falls to the ground dead, rolling off of the that roof. But we will keep in mind that it is there if you guys want to closer inspect it.
Would like to.
But well, we can
Not right now, but
yeah. But for now, we'll keep that in mind and we'll just do it. Okay. It is back to the harpy's turn. They're going to see that they're starting to take some heavier losses, and they're going to kind of begin backing up.
Haha, cowards.
Recognizing that they can't get anywhere near Titan as their song appears to have no effect on them. But this one is now going to use its song. Adeline, I need you to roll another wisdom save.
Oh dear. Oh, 26.
Nice.
We're good.
As you're not going to do it. Actually, this time, 2 of them are going to use your song. I need you to roll another time.
Jeez. Keep fighting them. Soon enough, you'll be immune. That's like the last
24.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're immune to all but 2 of them right now.
Come at me.
These suckers, they can't get you. Your mind is impenetrable.
Though, with this one, Kai, you are close enough that although you are asleep, you are still in range of the song's effect. I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Because I'm asleep, could it
No.
be advantage?
No.
No, it's
Aw.
disadvantage because you're asleep.
Well, it's hard to wake someone up. Is
Yeah,
what
but
I
it's also
mean.
hard for you to fight it if you're asleep.
I guess. Alright. Hey,
It's not trying to wake you.
Yee.
Okay.
Well, that's
Kai,
not
you-
great.
You wake up and fail this save. You're under the effect of the luring song.
Joke's on you, though.
As you're still kind of asleep. As Kai, you almost kind of begin to like sleepwalk.
Yeah, wait, though.
What's up?
It gets me, it wakes me up, the song luring me around, but then I just shake my head, wake up, clear my mind a bit. I've got guarded mind! I would like
yeah?
to succeed.
Okay, sounds great.
But I'm at least awake now.
But you are awake now. You're still below deck, and also you can use about half your
what the
movement.
heck was that?
You can use
She's probably
about,
so confused.
you can
Yeah.
use half your movement if you want to get out. You can
Yes, let's
clearly
get
hear
out
that
on the
something's
deck.
going on outside. Okay, it is
Where
back to your
are
guys'
we
turn.
now? Oh, I guess I should roll initiative, huh?
Yes, you should roll. Well, I'm just letting you guys kind of go on a turn anyway. But go ahead and roll
That makes
anyway.
sense.
You can go ahead and roll if you want to.
But, oh, let's see how it goes. Wow, nice. 23.
Yeah, okay.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
you're just going with everyone else.
So
Okay.
I'll be there. Okay, but wait. Let's Titan first. What can I do here? Can I reach any of these guys? They all backed up, so I don't know if I can reach any of them currently. Let's see. Let's quickly check things. What do I have? Downside of being a big hulking dude. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that can help. I just
You
gotta...
could attempt to try
and
and jump
move
between the
closer.
islands.
Well, I was planning on
Okay.
going for that, but even if do make it across, I don't think I can reach anyone to attack. Let me double check. How far? Yeah, I can make it across, I just can't attack, which is annoying, because they're all
Okay.
so far away. Actually, wait, if I get to here... I mean, one of his weapons has 10-foot reach. So I guess I might be able to barely nick the one that's right there. I don't know, it'd be up to you, but I am gonna have Titan run and try and jump the gap
Okay,
there.
roll in athletics check.
Alright.
You're advantaged on that because you're raging.
Oh yeah, this will go. This should go easy.
Yeah, it should be pretty
Let's see.
easy.
It'll be plus 14. Oh yeah, that's a 30.
All right, awesome. Yeah, you are able to. Titan is effortlessly able to jump up and across this gap.
Can I reach that one harpy with the glaive that is the 10-foot reach? Can I make it to him? This, or, well, yeah, not this one over here. It might be in range, depending on where it is exactly.
I'll be nice and I'll put it here. It is in the air a little bit, but at the same time, it's like 15 feet in the air. But the thing is, since Titan is a large creature.
Yeah.
He can barely poke at it. So yeah, I'll let you attack it.
Ah, heck yeah.
As you quickly
Alright.
get out a different weapon, seeing as these guys are all trying to kind of get
Stay at a distance.
Stay at a distance.
Yeah. Alright, first one, go! That'll be plus 14. So it'll be 23.
23 to hit. That will hit.
These guys don't know who they're messing with here. Alright. And hiya! Oop, not bad. Okay, so that'll be 32
Okay, 32.
damage.
You do that. As you are able to poke at this harpy. It doesn't die, but it is severely wounded.
Alright, let's go again!
That's right. You had 2 attacks. Good.
Yes, 2 attacks, yeah. Hiya! That one is 21?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey, let's run it back. I think it's safe to say this one's dead.
Yeah, this one's dead. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
26 more.
Yeah.
Get out of here! Just jabbing at him like a pest. Like, hey, get out of here!
Yeah. You take down this harpy, who seems to be almost more of what you would imagine like an avian commoner being, and as this one.
Man, what happened here? The place is cursed.
Falls down. Alright, Adeline, what you doing?
Well, let's see here.
Yeah. Alright. What you doing?
I keep trying to check if there's anything better I could do, but honestly, since they are far away and can fly, I still think my bow would be best.
Okay.
If it ain't broke.
Right. That's 29 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
And... Ugh! Okay, that's a nat 1, which is 8 damage.
Okay. Wait, alright. Okay, sounds good, yeah. Alright, you can deal you get a grazing blow, as it kind of just clips the wing. Their wing. But you now, but you have another shot.
Yes, I do. 17 to hit.
Nice. That would barely hit.
Whew. Okay, 12 damage this time.
Okay. This time you land a bit of a better shot. As it takes a bit more damage than previously. As you manage to kind of nail this harpy right into the thigh, but it manages to keep flying. It's also at this point that you see that Kai is now awake and alert.
Just gonna shout over. I don't know what the heck is going on, but clearly I need to kill this bird. I'm just gonna toss the trident at the harpy closest to me.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and do that.
Hiya! That would be nice. 23 to hit.
Okay, so that's good. That will hit.
Let me make sure I...
Oh, Adeline, I forgot to mention, you can actually add 1d6 to each of your things, because you have Hunter's Mark. That you can just do.
I always forget that I have that.
Yeah, so go ahead and just add 2d6 to this one.
Okay, so I want me to roll 2d6?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe you do also have spells that you can do as a bonus action if you wish.
Okay.
Hiya! First attack, 16 damage.
Okay, you... Alright, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say those 2d6 adds up to 8.
Okay. You managed it. Kai, you throw your trident at this one as it hasn't seen you yet. As Adeline, you watch as this trident slams into the side of it. As it falls into the clouds below. The trident zooming back up to Kai's hand. Loyalty.
Honestly, Kai, that's so cool.
Just wake up and just BAM!
Okay. It is now once again the Harpy's turn. They're going.
I probably. Here, I'll go ahead and disembark because I should still have some.
Yeah,
movement.
I will just let you do that.
Get over here.
I didn't make everyone else do that, so I'm just gonna let you do it. Seeing that these two are going to do it, they are going to begin to retreat towards their nest over here. As they're going to kind of hide out of sight. Adeline, you might have a shot. Do you? But they are going to be at half cover, so they are going, actually 3/4 cover, so they're going to be significantly harder to hit.
Okay.
If you wish to try and get it hit in before they move.
What if I moved slightly this way?
Try and get better angle.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, BAM!
Then I will
that's
say
not
you'll get half cover instead.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually getting... I can get an angle on him from the ship, actually.
But yeah, let's just get on the ship.
That'll be better, at least. It's still a long shot.
Yeah, Adeline, how far does that bow go? Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna ask because that's a lot. It's a long bow. Kai, how far can you throw your trident?
I believe it's 60 feet, but I believe that's like a long shot, like disadvantaged throw.
Yeah. So half cover is going to add a bit more to its AC, and then yeah, 3/4 cover would be more. With this, you guys have a significantly better shot. It'll probably just be half cover still. Which just means this AC is going to rise by 2.
Let's see if I can hit him. Alright. Disadvantage roll. Go. That's not bad. Out 21. I think that hits him.
That will hit.
Heck yeah. That's one hit. For 16 damage.
16? Okay.
And then we'll try it again. But yeah. That's... Whoa, jeez. That's a 28 with disadvantage.
Okay.
What?
That's pretty good.
That was a good roll. Good rolls.
Okay, very, very good. Both of your attacks hit. And alright, 14.
So that would be 14 more. So Adeline should be able to finish this Harpy off if she can land the shot.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
So you will, yeah, it'll just be harder for you to hit, but you will not be disadvantaged.
Okay. 20 to hit.
Okay, 20 barely hits.
Yeah!
Nice.
13 damage.
Okay, 13 points of damage. It is still. You guys have pelted the harpy, but it is still just. It still has just enough of a will to keep going.
Ah.
Use your other attack. You have two.
You have one more.
Oh,
You have one more.
Oh, actually, don't forget.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, roll your d6 for Hunter's Mark. Because
Right,
you
right,
just get to move that whenever you kill,
Oh,
kill
yeah.
the creature targeted.
6! I rolled a 6.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So long as you hit your next attack, it'll die.
Get him.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I rolled 29 to hit.
Jeez.
Nice.
That harpy's gone.
Yeah, you do it as it flies further, just barely getting hit and rolling off the edge of the island.
Ooh.
Ah, sucker.
And off into the clouds. The last harpy has hidden itself. You guys have seen that flies upwards into this separate island over here, this nest that is raised significantly higher.
Aw, man. So can Titan even get over there?
I will say that unless you are able to come up with a solution to figure out how to get up there, no.
No, because it's high up.
It's high up.
Huh. Well, we can't really do anything about that guy then. He's just up in the sky now.
Yep.
Well, shoot. How high we talking?
This is like about 40 feet. 40 feet up.
If I and Adeline can get over there, we could try having Titan toss someone.
Thought.
Like we did before.
Or Adeline could just climb up.
Or you guys can.
Oh, yeah.
Or you guys.
Oh
can
yeah, we have climbing speeds.
Yeah.
Or you do, I don't. Or yeah.
Adeline does. I will say though, if you guys want to, you guys can just leave. You guys do not need to fight this one.
Yeah, true. He's the only one left. He's just kind of scared now. I mean, if he's not gonna bother us. What do you think? Should we hunt him down?
Maybe we could go up to it and be like, "Hey, we won't kill you if you just like, I don't know." Okay, I don't know how I was gonna word that, but you know, like we try to communicate, like like have a truce or something. Maybe we could ask them some questions, unless they don't talk and they're just creatures, something like with whatever's happened to them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'm worried about if we leave them is are they gonna somehow bring in reinforcements in some way? Like, what's the deal with this nest? That's what I'm worried about. So what do you think? Should we just try and finish the job?
We try talking to them first, and if that doesn't work, we just kill them.
I guess it'll be up to you, because you're the one with the climbing speed.
Oh. There is also more, because you guys can inspect the bodies as well, see if you can figure out what happened here. You also don't know if there's any hint here that could lead to anything else.
I guess we can just explore around and kind of keep the harpy on the back burner. We'll revisit once we're over there if they're still just hiding.
Okay.
Titan's gonna stand watch over here. He's gonna keep an eye on things.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys step back off the ship. Are you guys wanting to investigate the one that... Pretty much, I think there's only two that you guys can actually investigate. Because all the other ones fell off the edge.
Yeah, there's like one over by Titan and then one somewhere in that... near that round
kind of
roof.
this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let's go check it out.
Okay. You guys go over there as you find this harpy in what appears to be noble clothing. The interesting thing you notice about this is, especially you, Adeline, knowing kind of what's actually happened.
Yeah.
Also, turn off the combat music. Goodness. Is that you see that if you weren't able to recognize this as a monster due to like its luring song and such, you wouldn't be able to tell that this was a monster. This just looks like an avian. Perhaps one
Weird.
that may have gone a bit insane. And
That's sad.
due to the state of its clothing. Though as you look a bit closer to it, you actually do see some changes. You see that where typically they would have more humanoid hands and such, they've kind of begun to get talons, more bird-like. Like their bird-like nature is kind of beginning to overtake them.
What happened here? Is this normal for avians? I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
As far as you know, no.
I mean,
Yeah, as far as I know.
I only know a few avians, but I've never seen anything like this. Something's weird about this island. Is there anything else noticeable about the body? Like, do they have anything on them?
Other than the clothes that they are wearing, they don't really have much. They have like simple tools and such. Like, they're still like somewhat intelligent, but they're not anywhere near. It seems that they've definitely lost quite a bit of the intelligence they would have had as a baby.
Here.
Kai,
Yeah?
I can't help but notice that the similarities with this situation with what's it called? The underwater castle.
I guess so, but that was failed magic. Like, you could feel that energy when we were there underwater. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's the same kind of feeling around here.
Around here, no,
I mean,
you do not feel that.
You do have a point there, but I can't help but notice the similarities. They're eerily similar.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's somewhere else out here that's doing this in a similar way, and these are just, they traveled out from there.
I don't know. This is really weird. Do you think possibly some nearby islands might know more about what happened?
I mean, it's the only lead we have, but let's keep looking around here first, see if we can discover anything else. Like, are there any ways to head inside that we can see?
There are ways to get inside.
Let's take a closer look.
Okay, you guys look around this general area, and you go inside this building here, as the other building seems to be in ruins. This is the only one with a few buildings that's actually intact. You see that there's like various bits of scattered notebooks and things like that. Though it feels like there's not a whole lot. This clearly was abandoned several years ago. You do kind of find a larger room that looked like it contained a beast of some sort. But it looks like it'd be something that'd be much larger than any of these harpies or anything. And you get kind of a strong scent of, you know how like kind of like farm animals and such. You're near a farm, you can immediately tell you're near a farm just because of the smell. You get kind of something similar to that, but you also kind of get a scent of sulfur mixed with it as well.
Here, this, and is the whole world in bad shape? Like, I feel like everywhere we go, there's just one problem after the next.
Yeah.
These, you mentioned notebooks. Is there anything interesting? Like, does it seem like anything of note written?
Roll a insight check. Actually, not insight check. Investigation.
Oh yeah, okay. Ooh, yay, that's much better. 23.
You look around. You realize very quickly that you actually can't understand anything that's being said. It appears to be written.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It appears to be written in a different language.
Oh no, it's written in avian
common.
or something.
As you would assume that this would be the language Orin, which would be the language that most avians probably speak.
See,
as they're pretty far secluded from the surface. But you do see what appears to be a sketch of this beast that depicts a creature that almost like a dragon-like creature with 3 heads. One of them being a traditional dragon, the other a lion, and the other a ram.
Oh.
well, that doesn't look good. Did this thing have something to do with what happened to all these people? Strange.
But that is what you guys find.
Oh, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get much answers here. We can go try and reason with the last of those harpies that's left. I think that's the only real chance we have at getting any information at this point.
Oh, let's go take a look then.
All right.
Okay. You guys are going to try and fall
check.
into the nest.
Well, I mean, I think the only one who can get up there is Adeline with her climb speed.
I mean, you can climb too, just not as
No,
fast.
I can't actually. Well, I guess that is true. Everyone can technically climb, just not as well.
Alright, well, I can jump this far, right?
Well, it's higher up, so you have to like jump, and then you'd have to grab on and start climbing. I think it'd probably be better to have Titan toss you as best he can,
Yeah,
and then
let's just
you
have him
climb.
toss.
Okay, sounds good. Let's have acrobatics
I'll be on
athletics. So
standby.
Titan athletics, Adeline acrobatics. Note if you fail this, you will fall.
I'll be on standby with the feather fall. It's fine. That'll be 27 for Titan.
Okay, for me, I roll acrobatics and I get a 12.
Oh no! Oh,
Okay.
Hey, he threw you real well.
Do you want to use one of your important things?
If I don't, will I fall?
You might.
I don't think the portent will only improve by 1.
Did you roll an 8?
Oh wait a second. I can guidance you.
Oh,
so
that is true,
take
you
an
can do it.
extra. Let's give you an extra D4 on that. +3.
Okay, I
Like
think
enough-
that'll be enough.
That's a 15.
Adeline, you're able to. You're only able to get like one of your claws hooked in, but you are able to latch onto it. Sorry. You kind of get up here. As you begin climbing up. Currently, no one else is able to follow you. So do know that you are doing this alone.
Oh dear.
It's one harpy. It's probably fine. Probably.
Okay, well, I'm probably gonna climb up and point my vicious quarterstaff at it.
Dang.
You look in here as you actually find that there are actually 3 harpies in here.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
boy.
As not all of them immediately went out to fight you.
You can take them.
But as you're immediately pointing a weapon at them,
But yeah, weren't you going up there to reason with them?
Well, I thought there was only one, and that it was going. Okay, how about this?
Well, were you gonna
Nope.
threaten them?
it is.
I walk up.
It is too
and
late.
I see there's 3. No.
It is too late. You can't back up now that you see that there's
no.
more.
Wait. Do they even know what a quarterstaff is? They don't
they
know
would.
it's a weapon, right?
They would.
A wooden pole.
But you can try and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's see how you roll.
Oh my gosh! Thank goodness persuasion is literally my highest one. Yeah, I got 35. We're good.
You-
Five.
Actually,
Holy
would it be
crap.
persuasion or intimidation?
No, it's persuasion because she's not try. She was going up there to like try and
Wait.
reason with
Okay.
them.
Well, what are you trying
You
to
said
do?
with disadvantage, right?
With disadvantage, yes.
That
Yeah.
means I have to roll twice and go with the lower one?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what
Wait.
you have. You have 17. Well, actually, so technically it'd be 34. I think you accidentally did advantage instead of disadvantage, but yeah,
I can
still.
just roll again and
No, you
But-
just
no, you have the roll there.
You
It's
only
34.
roll. No. You would need to. No,
Okay.
that's straight. She just has a plus
Alright.
17 to persuasion.
Oh, she has to roll again. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was looking at the roll weirdly. So you do have to roll one more.
Okay. 26.
Okay.
That's still
You-
good.
The staff certainly doesn't help. But you see that seen earlier, they know that, like, not only that you've invaded their nest, so they're kind of cornered. But they kind of begin, like, shakily speaking. However, it is not in a language you know.
Oh no.
As it is kind of a collection, like, there are various, like, you can tell it's somewhat of a language, but there's occasionally, like, clicks that are introduced into it and various other things that make it a little bit tricky. You will need to do a little bit more to try and persuade them.
Hmm. Hey, if you wanted to use one of your higher level spell slots, you could communicate once through the sending spell.
You're right.
You can give a short message, and they can understand, and I think they're able to send back a message as well. You'll get like
Well,
one decent
is-
sentence to communicate. Or, well, 25 words, so like a few sentences.
Yeah, that's how a spell works, right? I'll be able
Yeah.
to.
It makes them able to understand you, and then they can also say something back.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna take up a slot there. What should I say? Because it can't be too long, and it can only be one message.
Well, 25 words is actually pretty decent length.
Should I just ask, like, what happened to you guys? And also,
You
like,
just say,
you know,
you could...
if you won't hurt me, I won't hurt you type thing.
Yeah, you could just say something like, we don't want further fighting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we want to know how this happened or what happened here. Yeah, you can fit that in 25.
Okay.
As you do this and you magically communicate with them, you get a response saying that this place was abandoned. We have been banished here.
Oh.
Oh, am I not allowed to ask who banished them?
Well, you just get the one message. Unless you cast it again, but another one of your spell slots.
I don't...
And then actually, I'm going to add one more thing. Please leave us.
Oh, okay. I think we should leave them.
They attacked
us. They attacked us first, so it was fair game.
True.
But at this point, we don't need to wipe them out.
Yeah, but I kind of feel bad for like killing their friends, but
Well, they did attack you guys with the luring song.
Yeah,
you do.
No, they literally lured us here.
One thing I will.
That's their own fault.
One thing I can say though is you do also see evidence of like bones and such. Clearly,
they are monsters.
Clearly, they eat flesh.
Okay, well, see you guys, and I just like hold my hand up, like
that's nature.
Okay.
And I leave. How do I get back? Oh wait, right,
jump.
It's higher up.
Okay.
Okay, but that scared me for a second. I'm good.
Okay.
Like, how do I get out of here?
All right, you guys are able to leave if you guys wish.
Okay, well, I come back and I tell them like, okay, I used one of my spells and I found out that they've been banished here.
Banished. So clearly they were just normal people at some point. I mean, I would have to imagine. But who banished them? How did things get like this?
I don't know.
I feel like we need to keep looking around, not here, but just in general.
They have asked us to leave, though.
How did we end up? What happened in the first place? By the way, I was asleep. Kind of woke up in the middle of a fight.
So we were on our way here anyway, and we heard like a song. So we decided to find out where it was coming from, and it was coming from these guys. We thought fine to just let you sleep, but
I mean, I didn't do a whole lot. Seems like you guys were handling it pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you guys are hurt at all.
Yeah, sorry for waking you.
No,
you wanna go back to sleep?
It's fine. No, we're fine. I mean, it wasn't you guys, it was the Harpy. They really brought this on themselves out here, but
That's
at this point, it's not worth further bloodshed. There would be no point to it. Let's just keep moving. We've got our own issues to deal with.
Okay. Kai, at this point, a day has passed. Make sure you use one of your potions.
Yes, I did actually mark. I marked 2 already for the planned travel there.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. So you guys are currently here in Skytower Basin. Where you guys like to head? Would you guys like to head next?
Guess we're heading to Featherhearth, right? It's the next closest place.
That would make sense.
Okay.
Let's follow the trail and see what's going on here.
That's gonna take like 2 days. 2.5 days.
Yep, 2 more days. It's okay though. I might be broke, but at least I stocked up.
In that time, Adeline has crocheted a cool hat.
Oh, the other thing, I was going to give you the option if you guys wanted to like try and loot any of the RPs that you guys took out earlier. Like if you guys wanted,
have anything?
They had like a well, one of them had like a set of like kind of like nobleware. But you guys absolutely don't have to take it up. I mean, I imagine Adeline probably has already something to wear.
Yeah, true. We probably are fine. We don't need dead people's clothes.
Understand.
I was thinking now though, while we're traveling, I would actually like to I would like to try and use my downtime to work more on like the water breathing potion recipe and stuff and see if there's any way I can like improve it to maybe make it less costly, like better use of ingredients kind of thing for the future.
Okay. I'd be
just
down.
Like studying kind of thing.
Yeah.
What are the chances of your potion experiments going wrong and something bad happens?
I don't say that, but it's not really experiments. It's more just studying. Like I already know, I made these potions. I know the recipes. Just trying to like make it more efficient.
Make it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to like you have to do experimenting and testing to see if they work, and sometimes things go wrong.
Don't put that curse on me.
Okay. In that case, let's have you roll a general intelligence check. See what you can figure out.
Alright, intelligence.
Which I think should be pretty good.
Now.
Which should be pretty good for Kai, considering that we have changed a lot of the... I've updated a lot of the racial abilities, because I believe Merlings can now add their charisma modifier to intelligence. I think
it doesn't look like the existing character got updated, actually. But I could do that. So in that case,
let me
it'd
see.
Be
just general.
I rolled.
Oh wait, no, not with. Okay, for a general intelligence check, it won't affect it.
Oh, okay.
If
still, I rolled well, so that's a 19. Because I rolled a 15.
Yeah, if you look at
4,
nature, you'll see it. You have a +7 in nature. Because it's 4 + 3.
Hey guys, I will be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. What did you roll?
Oh, here it goes. That was weird. I just had to I had to refresh the page and now it's showing up. The differences you made and all that.
Oh.
Weird. Huh.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, I rolled a 19.
Okay, sweet.
Which is really good, actually. That's
pretty good.
The best I can do with intelligence.
Yeah. It's going to take more than one check for you to be able to fully work on it. But I will give you a point in your favor for being able to try and optimize this.
Yay!
As you're able to perform repeated checks, just kind of throughout your adventure, perhaps going into some of the later sessions in the campaign, it'll be significantly reduced.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we'll just have a slow process
Yeah.
start. I'm doing the background grinding, getting my abilities, skills better, preparing for the future.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. That's all I wanted.
All right, and Adeline's still, or Ada's still gone. Yeah. But you guys are easily able to do that. Titan, I don't know what he's up to. You guys can all take a short rest. Just refresh any abilities you guys have used.
Yay.
Probably just Titan, so I'll go ahead and do that for him. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's most of what is going on. I guess we can go. I can go ahead and describe a little bit of what's going on while we wait for Adeline to get back. He didn't get back.
Hello, I am back.
Oh well, would you look at that? Okay. You guys move for about 2 more days. Is a little bit farther. As you guys kind of begin to find yourselves over high above Starlight Summit. The kind of the lone mountain that is in the center of the world. As you guys kind of come up across a relatively smallish village on the Sky Islands. This island seems to be primarily more of a residential area for kind of more of a lower class avian. The trees here are like kind of like have like a golden yellow leaves. And you guys can choose if you guys would like to dock. You see that there's like one or two other ships kind of nearby in this general area. So this does seem to be somewhat of a living area for some of the less wealthy avians. But yeah.
I want to explore.
Okay.
Yeah, it at least seems to be non-hostile here. Let's take a look around. See if we can get any more information. We still need to track down where this key is going to end up being, but I mean, I doubt anyone here would know anything about that or even what we're talking about. But we can maybe get some information on the monsters we saw before.
Yeah, I would like to know some more about them because that's really weird.
You guys managed to make your way up and dock at this area. And this place is quite interesting. As there's this little cluster of islands, a lot of these are connected by like little wooden bridges connecting each of the different islands. You have a few areas where there's kind of like bridges that are kind of beneath, as these islands almost appear to have like been like hollowed out in some places, where people are living in the islands, on the islands. This seems kind of like what you would generally expect of a typical town. But as you move around, you definitely do see that a number of avians, especially kids, tend to give you kind of weird looks. As you guys are very much not from around here.
Yes. Racism.
Not it, Jacob.
Nah, no, I'm joking. Or just the weird people from out of town.
They're like, what the? Why is there a fish guy, a really, really tall guy, and a cat woman?
Why is there a fish in the sky?
Yeah. But you see that things are relatively. There are like small shops and such. Most there aren't like these shops, like they're not like full buildings like you'd find like a tavern or anything. But these are like kind of these like open market shops.
Interesting.
Like very small areas. You see places where it seems like some of these little, like you kind of remember from the Virelda archipelago. There were a few like kind of like artificial-esque islands that had like houses on them. You see more of those here. This is definitely just kind of like a nice like living area for kind of lower class avians. But yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, sure. Let's check out the market, see what kind of stuff they have to offer.
Okay.
Come on, Kai, we have to look at what's for sale. And she drags him with her.
You guys look around and you see that there's like all sorts of like different things. You have like some places where they're selling like wind chimes and some various other stuff. You see that there's also like there's a place where there's all sorts of different meat from birds that have been kind of hunted in this general area, as pretty much any meat you're gonna find here is from birds. Everything's here kind of gotta fly.
While we're looking around, can I also be like listening in general for like market gossip, see what people are talking about? Like, are they speaking the common language, or are they speaking in a different language?
Here, roll me a perception check.
All right. Oh, since we did a short rest, let me actually.
You plan on swapping your?
Yeah, because I don't currently have a boost to perception. It would be nice to do that.
Great.
Because we use that a lot. Oh, can I not wait? Oh, right, that's the basic one. Where's? Oh, this is. Never mind. Never mind. I can't get expertise. It can only be the basic proficiency. Nope. Alright, never mind. But yeah, that's a terrible roll. That's a 12.
Okay. You.
Oh no.
You get a mix of common and.
I mean, I guess guidance. So 15, actually.
Okay, 15. You get a mix of common and Orin. These languages are kind of used interchangeably, where some people, especially merchants, have a tendency to know common.
Makes sense.
But there are plenty of avians who very much seem to prefer Orin. And you're kind of looking out for gossip, and you hear a few things. You hear about there's like some sort of there's some sort of festival that's going to be happening in Silfglass Skyhold sometime in the next couple of weeks. You don't get an exact idea of when, but you get the sense that there's going to be some sort of festival going on.
A festival?
Well, unfortunately, if it's not currently happening, I don't think we have the time to stick around.
That's so sad.
You hear just mostly general gossip. Nothing that really leads you in any particular direction.
Well, shoot.
Especially because this is very much limited by not knowing Orin.
Yeah. Do I have... I don't think I have anything for language. Any spells or anything? Actually, let me check. Do I have any kind of simple spell that can help with understanding language? Probably not, but let's
Probably
see.
not. I mean, you might have something as an artificer, but I don't think you will.
No, at least not at my current level if it is an option. Alright, well, I tried.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Adeline, what are you doing?
I want to check out a different shop.
Okay. You find this shop that, very much seems to be some sort of surface trinkets thing. Kind of displaying the surface as this exotic land. As you would imagine that a lot of these avians have never been to the surface.
That's crazy.
We might be able to get some money if we can, like, sell them surface stuff.
That's a great idea, Kai. You're a genius.
But
Yeah,
you
they
see
need
that
money.
you see that they're selling a number of rocks and things like that. Like rare, like some of them are like gemstones and such. Some of them have been given, quite obviously, been given different names than what they actually are. Like you see like a thing of amber, and it's labeled as some sort of fire gem.
What?
Oh my gosh.
These silly avians.
But you see that there's like kind of like simple tools and such, just very like random trinkets from like all sorts of stuff. Like mostly not useful, but like just random things.
Adeline like walks up all like cool looking and is like, "Hey, do you could we sell anything to you?" And I don't think Adeline has to say much because it's obvious they're from the surface.
Just well, hello there. You appear to be a service dweller.
Yes, indeed.
And you well, I might be able to consider buying some of your wares. What do you have?
Let's see.
We just happened to come across your stall. We will have to check our ship and see what we can offer.
We will be back though.
Yes, we just wanted to see if you would be open to a business opportunity.
I'll say if you guys want to, you guys can run quickly, grab whatever you guys would like to, and then
Yeah,
do
I'd
that.
like to just rummage in the ship and see what kind of random trinkets and junk we can find to try and sell to these dudes.
You don't find a whole lot of stuff. Keep in mind, these are avian ships.
Well, I imagine we might have brought something with us. I don't know. Is
Well-
Adeline a rock collector?
I'm checking my backpack actually, see if there's anything I don't need.
True. What supplies do we have on us that they might be interested in? I have a random book.
Oh, you have a book?
Apparently.
You do, in fact, have
Wait,
a
is
book.
it the book? Is
I
that
have
the
just
book?
no, I just have a book.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay.
Just from your, yeah, just from your,
From the adventuring gear, I guess.
I guess so. That's kind of funny. Oh, you have a,
Can I say?
wait, you have the little cat
Huh?
plush. I forgot about that as well.
Yeah, we got that from the.
If you sell that,
festival.
Adeline's
You know,
gonna
that's a-
kill you.
No,
That's a, you know, that's
of
a
course
good.
I would.
That is a good point. Yeah, probably best not to do that. I didn't think about that.
Okay, but can I say the book is like a fantasy book about adventures down on the surface and try and sell that to them?
Yeah,
Because it says it can be fiction or non-fiction.
yeah. I'd be down for it. Maybe it's just like a random book. Perhaps you may have pulled it from the Emerald Empire Library or something like that at the time, or
Yeah,
maybe it's just from somewhere
just a
else.
fun little book. I've got that. I'll try and sell that to them, then see if they're interested. I could.
You could
I could
also
also.
you could also try and
Huh?
like hype it up as something else, see if you can get the price higher.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. I could say it's a fictional like fantasy book, but I could try and like sell it as like a historical like crazy adventure thing or something. It's like this tells the tale of
Okay.
Hubba hubba. Who's that?
try and hype it up as like
You'd be like,
maybe you'll
this is
find
from the
treasure or
Emerald,
adventure following this book.
from the Emerald Empire. You know, if they've heard of that. I
Yeah.
don't know. You could hype it up and be like, it was this place where this happened and that happened and the ruler was this guy and this is
And
what
maybe
happened.
if you read the book, you can find their lost treasure.
Okay, now that's kind of mean. Don't say that.
Well, that's the point. We're hyping it up, but it's not exactly truthful.
Yeah, but that's just straight up lying at that point.
Okay, well, but that I will. Yeah, I'll go with the book. Other than that, I could sell him my old trident because I still have an old, just basic trident.
Yep.
In my stuff. Honestly, I think I'll go with the book and then the trident as well. The old trident.
Okay.
Dang. Something from the ocean, which is even further than the ground.
Yeah.
And it's a decent weapon too. It is a +1 weapon, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty decent weapon as well.
Sounds good. Do you want to present it, and we'll see how good of a job you did.
Oh
Just
boy.
hype it up.
I'm
All right,
gonna
come on,
hold
man.
to
I
something
want you to
in my throat.
hype this up for me. Let's hear it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I wonder if Titan does anything.
Okay. I'll start with the trident. So I'm gonna walk.
Hi, hit that bird over there in the sky. Get it.
Okay, wait. Well, I can't. This trident's not gonna wait.
No, it's not. It won't return.
Okay.
So maybe
If I
don't
wanna
throw that
be-
one.
If I really want to be mean here, I could like demonstrate with my magic trident that returns and all that stuff, and then sell them the regular non-magic trident. Just
Okay.
completely rip these guys off.
Yeah. All right.
Dude,
sounds
that's just mean.
good. It'll be funny.
No, I want to do it now. This meme
Hey,
is also so funny.
You could do it. Do you think Kai would do it?
Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like Kai would totally do that, to be honest.
Probably, honestly, like, these people are also kind of, what's the word? Like, these people are also kind of like grifters or cheats, because there's just random rocks and stuff from the surface that they don't even know what they are properly, and they're selling them off to people.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think it's that bad of a thing. Alright, so Okay, let me make sure I know what I want to do here. Where did I? Oh, this one. It's time to put on a performance.
Okay, let's see it.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk back over to him, and I'm gonna start out with the book, actually. Because I want to do the trident last, and we definitely probably will want to get out of there after, so we don't stick around too long.
Do I not get a...
Well, you can do your stuff first, then. If
you got stuff you want
do
to
you
sell,
have
great.
things you want to sell?
Well, I have my old bow that I don't need anymore.
I mean, I feel like a bow. I feel like they wouldn't be that interested.
No, it is a bow, but it's from the surface, which makes it cost more.
Oh my goodness.
Is it just like a regular bow, or is it magical in any way?
It's just a long bow.
It just says it's a long bow.
Okay.
Hey, what about the scimitar you have? Is that a weapon
just
you're ever
looking
gonna
at that.
use?
I've never used it. It allows you to add proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it.
They
Is
might
it worth
be more. They might be more interested in that one because that's like a deserty kind of weapon, surface weapon. I doubt you're ever gonna use it because like your other stuff you've got is a lot more powerful.
True.
It's up to you though.
Yeah, and your bow can split into basically two of those.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, scimitars, they're not just like the deserty weapons, but they're also like just like simple swords, basically. That would fall under the category.
I'm gonna take it out like all dramatic, like shing. And it's like, whoosh. and then I like hold it in front of them with two hands, and I'm like, this is a highly sought after sword from the surface or from the ground. And she like kind of moves it a little bit to like make it look like the sun is like shining off of it to make it look shiny.
You're like, this specialty, like this curved blade. It's so unique.
The specialty unique curved blade.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a deception check.
Oh shit.
Is that one deception? Well, I guess
That would be deception.
technically saying it's sought over is deception, yeah.
Because it's just a regular scimitar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, now Adeline's lying. Oh no. Hi, you're rubbing
She's
off
getting
on
pulled
her.
into it.
Okay, let's see. 23. I'm good.
Okay.
Dang.
Let's see. He thinks about it. Okay. I'll give you. Let's see. I'll give you about 50 gold pieces. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right, and you've got yourself a deal. All right, you can
Yeah!
you can remove that, and you can add 50 gold pieces. All right, so what do you have?
Wait. I might have.
Did you have more?
Wait. Should I still sell my longbow?
You could. I just think that one
I mean, when
doesn't
would I
seem like
need
it
it?
would be as interesting of an item to them.
Yeah, but like, am I ever gonna use it?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You have just a better bow now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to try and sell them the bow too, you can. It's carved from the wood of the surface world.
Yeah. Like, this is made. I like pull it out and I like present it. I'm like, this is made. I'm just emphasizing that it's made from the surface wood from the surface world.
Listen, this is how you make a deal.
Like, it works very well. And then I like take out an arrow and I'm like, and I like hit a bird or something.
Okay. How many arrows do you have actually? Because Oh, you bought some more
Good
recently.
question.
Yeah, you can just remove an arrow. You can remove an arrow if you want to do that, and because you don't have to use arrows for, I believe the if I remember right, the Bow of Seasons. If I recall, you if I recall, I believe it doesn't consume ammunition.
Does that mean I could sell my arrows too?
Technically, but it could be good to have.
It could be good to have
right?
them just in case.
Okay.
Okay, you do this. You haven't drummed it up as much, so just kind of roll a.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you said was true, so just roll a persuasion check.
Okay. 25.
He
And
looks
you're
at
good
it.
at those skills.
He
geez.
looks at it, and it's kind of just like a. Okay, this is decent. It's like a decent bow. It's like he kind of like tests it. You fire off and you manage to hit a bird. He's like, "Well, great aim, madam." You. It's like seems like a pretty good bow. I'll give you 20 gold pieces for it.
Deal.
Okay. You're able to do that. All right.
Alright.
All right. Do you,
Okay.
Fishman, have any anything you would like to sell?
Yes. My first item I've got here is I've got a book from the surface. Oh crap! I'm forgetting the word. Chronicling, I guess, is the word I'm
The
going
Chronicle?
for. It's chronicling the adventures of an ancient hero who traveled around these lands. It's both entertaining and a great source of information about the history and geography of the world below. I think that's it for the book.
Oh, that sounds quite interesting. Roll persuasion or deception, whichever you're trying to do.
See, that's a good question. Is it persuasion or deception? Because the book... I guess it depends on if it is... Technically, I could have just chosen to actually have it be just a non-fiction, like, biography of a hero or something. Technically.
Then I'll let you choose
Just keep it
persuasion
simple.
or deception.
Ironically, right now, though, I'm better with deception, so I'm just gonna say it's a lie, but it's like... Well, it's a small lie. Like, it's technically a work of fiction, but it does have a lot of real details of the world in it, I'll say that.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, let's go. Ooh, 22.
Okay.
11. Not bad.
You know, so like, seems informative. I'll give you, how about 15 gold pieces?
Not to be that guy, but technically it says the default cost of the book is 25 gold
Oh, is it?
in my inventory. Surprisingly expensive book.
Yeah, that is a surprisingly expensive book. All right, well in that case we'll set it to 25. That'll be nice.
Yeah, sure. I'll just... actually, I'm gonna say, how about 30? I'm gonna haggle
How about
it from a
25?
bit. 28. I don't think I can go much lower than that.
You got yourself a deal.
Right. Alright, let me go ahead and remove my book.
Okay, sounds good. And you want to try selling
Alright.
Titan?
Yeah, now it's time for the big show before we get out of here. Alright, so I'm gonna look at the guy, and I'm gonna be like, alright, now, this next item is a very, very special one. It's not just from the surface, it comes from beneath the surface. From
You don't say.
from the underwater kingdoms of my people.
All right.
Now,
Sounds
I'm
quite
gonna bring out my personal like fancy trident first. I'm gonna say now this isn't the one I'm hoping to sell to you. This is my personal trident. This means a lot to me, but I do happen to have a very similar weapon here with me that is crafted of the same materials, came from the same place, just not as much sentimental value. So I'm a little hard on money right now. I'm willing to part with it, though it does pain me still. And so I'm gonna show him the tridents, demonstrate a bit, like talk about
quite peculiar make.
the sea stone, whatever kind of material it's made of, the merling artistry and the carving of the blade.
That is one
Just
fancy
really talk it up, bro. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna hold my trident and be like, and the best part of these weapons, merling magic. Now, it has to be the right wielder. It doesn't work for everybody. You have to have compatibility with the magic of the trident, but when you do, you're able to do things like this. And I'm going to do similar... these poor birds, do similar to what Adeline did and just toss my trident at one of the birds.
These poor birds!
And then
throw
have it,
at-
whoosh, come back to me.
You
all
throw it
cool.
at this pigeon that's nearby, as it like
Yeah.
nails the pigeon. As you see the trident fly over the edge of the island,
And then just
it's just like silent for like just a brief moment,
he's like, oh, what happened?
as in then it flies back to ground. Just-
And just like that, you'll never lose your weapon.
Well, that is quite good. How does 80 gold pieces sound?
Ooh. I don't know. You're making it pretty tough for me here. This is a very special weapon, like especially being able to get back under the water. Like I'm up in the sky right now. This is not something you come across very often.
Well, how about this? 80 gold pieces and a word of advice.
Oh? And what would that be?
Transaction would have to be first, and then I can give you the advice.
I guess you've piqued my curiosity. Alright, you have yourself a deal.
Okay. You make the exchange, so you may add that. And then he just kind of, it's like,
Yay.
kind of pulls you in close, and he's just, as he kind of, just a bit of a warning. People up here aren't very keen on outsiders. So, be careful, and stay out of trouble.
Well, thank you. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Especially if you go anywhere that's not here. I see you have a ship. Just, if you go here, you might be able to get by. But some of the other places around here, absolutely not.
Like some of the islands, or somewhere else on this island?
Just any of the other islands. Here, you'll get maybe a disapproving look. If you try to move in, you might get thrown off. But just be careful.
Alright, well, yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
I don't know why you're
I
up,
appreciate the tip.
but just be very careful.
Okay, well, on that note, I think it's best we get a move on then.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. I see your friend over there is eating some rocks.
Yes.
You guys look over to Titan, who has bought a couple rocks from one of the stores and is just eating them.
Nice.
To the bewilderment of a few alien children that are around.
What, you eat them?
Like, why is that guy eating rocks?
Oh, that's great.
But that is most of what you see. These islands seem pretty warm. Pretty warm and nice. But yeah.
Alright, well. That worked out nicely.
Wow, Kai. Adeline, like, shoves him. You liar!
Hey, that guy was already... You already know he was spinning all kinds of tales about those items to sell to people. I don't feel bad about doing the same to him. Just gotta make a profit somehow.
Adeline rolls her eyes.
Alright, well, I mean, is there anything else of interest in these islands, or is the market kind of like the main focus?
There's like general housing and stuff like that. You might be able to find people to talk to. There's kind of like a little, seems to be like some sort of like, academy or something like that that's around here. But outside of that, it's very, very chill area. Very much kind of just like your typical neighborhood. But in the sky.
Well, what do you think, Adeline? I don't know if we're gonna get much more use out of this place.
You know, something did cross my mind. Almost anything about the surface, including us, is of interest in some way, right? Like that guy was selling all of these stupid items. She like looks to make sure he didn't hear her.
Yeah, we're walking away. We're long gone.
Yeah.
For so much money.
No, but see,
I think maybe we could like.
Oh.
I think maybe we could like do some little performances for some money.
Well, I don't know. I'd be worried, from what that guy was saying, I'd be worried about drawing too much attention to ourselves. We might need to be careful in an environment like this.
Okay, Mr. Party Pooper.
Well,
Alright, we do still have a mission. We gotta be careful. We can't be doing anything that would make us too big of a spectacle.
it's like
Okay.
Titan's already quite a spectacle anyway.
Well, that's why we gotta get out of here. Stick around too long, people are gonna be asking questions. We're gonna get a crowd. But yeah, it seems like we might be good to just move on, unless there's reason you'd want to stick around.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
You guys, where would you guys like to go?
Oh boy. Oh, and here's the question. Do we try and go for the Skyhold, or do we try and check out the crazy cloud piercer nest that's like in a storm?
Here's the thing.
Can we even safely approach?
I am so curious about the cloud piercer nest. Like, I'm dying to know. But maybe we could ask some information about the place before heading over there.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like Featherhearth was really much in the way of being able to get information, but at the same time, the guy was telling us that we might struggle to even be around in any of these other islands, so maybe we should ask around here before we leave
That might be a good idea.
and get more information about the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
You mentioned like an academy or something, right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we should go check that place out. That seems like the kind of place that we could get some useful information.
You head over kind of close to the academy, which is actually right by the market. And you guys kind of go around. There's a few you see that there's a few more like scholarly avians around here. And yeah, most of them don't even seem to notice you.
Well, that's better than getting noticed too much. Do they have a library? I would assume they do.
You look around and you look like you can probably try and see if you can find a way to head inside. And you guys, but yeah, you guys can try and go inside if you wish.
We're here. Might as well. Let's go take a look. See.
You guys kind of move as you guys go
info here.
Go inside. And as you're walking, you see a as you walk by as one of these like scholarly avians kind of walk by, and they kind of see all of you, and they kind of stop you. Is there anything I can help you with before you dirty up the floor too much in here?
Oh, okay.
Well, yes. Sorry, we can try and get out of your way as soon as possible. We're just hoping to get some information on the nearby islands.
Well, if you head west of here, you'll reach Cloud Piercer Nest, and if you go south of here, you'll reach Silverglass Scotland.
Right. What? I guess what exactly is on or happens at Cloud Piercer Nest?
Oh, it's where we have a shrine to. It is a shrine there to the Hylitrian. Recently, it's been shrouded in a storm that has been continual for the last 20 or so years.
Are people still able to approach the island, or is it like that? How bad is the storm?
Most people can approach. I wouldn't recommend going there myself. You guys probably wouldn't be very welcome there, especially about as welcome as you'd be here in the library.
I see. Alright, well, how about the Skyhold? Anything relevant worth knowing there for an outsider?
Only that it is the most spectacular city in all of Astrolaire, and that you better be careful not to go screw it up if you go there.
Screw it up in what way? Of course we want to be on our best behavior in your cities.
They just kind of look you guys up and down. Just good luck if you choose to go there.
Hey, that doesn't tell us anything.
See.
No. if you guys have other things to go do, I would encourage you to do that. I'm already having enough trouble trying to speak your filthy tongue.
Alright, well, thank you for your time then. We will be out of your way.
Indeed, please do.
As they walk away, Adeline sticks her tongue out while he's not looking.
Okay.
Now sometimes it's best to just not stir up trouble, but we really didn't get much of use out of that.
That guy was a douche.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot of that. Well, what do you think? If we do try, I feel like regardless of if wherever we do try to go, we might need to disguise ourselves a bit to be able to pass better.
How
we
the
wanna
heck
try
am I
and-
going to do that?
I was gonna say, if we want to try and not arouse suspicion. Let's see. We could visit the marketplace again and see about buying clothes that are more fit to the avian style. See about maybe getting cloaks or something else. Try and cover up our more unseemly to their eyes kind of features.
Okay, sounds like a good idea.
I also do have disguise self, so I can
We
put
know
on a good
Kai's good
cover
at
for
that.
at least temporarily. Yeah. Do you have some? You could probably get disguise self too.
Could I?
You would need to find a place where you could get like a spell book and transcribe it into something that would allow you to be able to, like, you need to learn the spell.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you would need to find like a scroll or something that would have the spell, so you could learn to cast it.
Well, for you though, probably wouldn't be necessary. You're easier to disguise because it's just the ears and the tail.
Well, how the heck do I hide my ears?
Well, you just have a hood.
Yeah, which will, like, cape over my ears and, you know, I'll have 2 points sticking out of my hood.
Well, no, you use like the bigger, thicker kind of hood, so it would just be over your whole head more, so you wouldn't really be able to tell like a point that's sticking out differently. You have clothes like that, like your winter outfits and stuff.
Why would I wear my winter outfit up here? I would freaking die from the heat.
Wait, you literally have a
Well, that's
cloak
really
of many
pretty cool.
fashions that can change appearance in like any way.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You have the perfect tool for this.
You're so right. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you basically have a disguised self cloak.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna put the cloak on and have it just make like a thick cloak so it like...
Well, once we're back on the ship, once we're like out of
Oh, yeah, well, not in front of
people's sight
everybody.
and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll do similar, like, I think, let's stop, on our way back, let's stop in the market and pick up just like some basic avian clothes.
Okay.
Okay.
You find some like clothes that kind of resemble what you would imagine avians wearing. You do see that there's options to kind of go for things that might be a little bit nicer. You do get the sense that the more you're willing to put into trying to do stuff, some people might kind of be more accepting, perhaps considering you guys emissaries of the surface, negotiating deal like a trade deal or something. But there will certainly, even if you do this, there will likely be some that will probably distinguish you just for the lack of wings.
Yeah, well, that's
Tell I have wings because I'm wearing a cloak, right?
And I could disguise self if needed.
I don't think disguise
No, I
self,
obviously
disguise
can't
self
actually
would
fly.
not. Disguise self will not be able to give you the wings you're looking for. You would need a more powerful spell like alter self.
Well, I obviously wouldn't be able to fly with them, but I would assume, like, at least to the extent of, like, it looks like I have folded up wings on my back. I feel like disguise self would be capable of that.
Yeah, he can't actually, like, fly with them.
I would say that you could
Or, like, put them out.
You might, like, be able to,
They would just be there.
You might potentially be able to do that. I believe it's a thing where they just have to roll a perception check to see if they can see through it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an option there, but yeah, let's go for the fancier clothes. If it's gonna make our journey easier, it's probably worth it.
Okay. For you, that'll probably be about like 50-ish gold pieces. Expensive clothes, I know.
Adeline,
What?
would you cover the costs of these clothes?
Let me look at my wallet. Yeah, fine.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
But I get to pick your outfit.
I mean, I guess, weren't we just buying whatever fancy stuff they had?
Let's see. Adeline buys an outfit that looks like something an avian would wear, but it also looks very stupid.
What? We're trying to not attract attention. How are you doing?
I'll be fine.
Are you really? Ada?
Huh?
Is that actually what you're doing?
Well, I don't want to draw attention.
I mean, it is technically up to you, but we are trying to do it to be more inconspicuous and not draw eyes.
Okay, fine. But she does give Kai this, like, dirty look that's just kind of like,
Dang.
Okay.
Alright, well, we've got what we need to at least get going.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. There's probably like no way you guys are really able to do anything for Titan.
Yeah, he probably would just have to stay on the ship when we're actually in the city, I guess. Or I guess we could try and pass him off as just like a hired mercenary, like bodyguard kind of situation. Like he's protection. He doesn't really matter.
He's our slave.
No!
He's our servant.
I just said he's like a mercenary.
Well,
What the heck?
so are you guys trying to disguise yourself as like avians, or are you guys just trying to kind of appear a bit more noble-esque to try and appeal?
Just generally trying to be less noticeable. Like, not necessarily going full as in, like, trying to convince everyone we're avians, but, like, people might not notice we aren't at first glance.
Yeah.
And we still look a lot, like, more formal and all that.
Okay.
So what is
Kinda that's the idea.
50 gold for a whole outfit? I mean,
Yep.
if he's wearing a cloak, he doesn't have to buy that much.
Well, I was going for the more fancy stuff, so, like, if we do need to interact with people, like, try and appear more important and all that.
Okay. Is my outfit gonna be the same amount?
I thought you were just doing your cloak.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Cool.
Yeah, you
I
can
just
do a
don't like
lot
the
with the cloak.
Yeah, you can do quite a lot. So.
Alright, well, okay, I'm removing 50 gold.
Okay.
So kind.
Here you go! I'm gonna hand it to him.
Okay. All right. Where are you guys planning on heading out?
Oh, Well, yeah, there's the question. Do we go check out the nest, or do we just head for the Skyhold? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
I am very curious about what's going on at the nest. But we are more likely to find our goal in the Skyhold. So I don't know, we kind of gotta just decide for ourselves.
Wait, what's the nest again?
So you were
It's the
told
place
that
with the big storm about it.
there is a a storm that has been kind of like swirling around it pretty consistently for the last about like 20 or so years.
Maybe we should go there after.
You can.
Huh.
What do you think,
I don't know. Shoot.
It definitely is. It is definitely another suspicious location. You guys are in fact looking for the wing key.
Yeah.
That's true. That nest could be the place that has what we need. Yeah, I feel like I think we should try and check that out.
And there's
first,
always the
actually.
chance that you just go so far Skyhold and get directed back. You never know.
Yeah, you know, it seems the most interesting, most attention drawing. I think we should try checking out that nest.
Okay.
Let's do that
Let's
then.
go for it.
Okay. You guys head back to your ship. As you guys then take a journey. This journey isn't nearly as far. This one's more about a day and a half. As you guys kind of fly out over here. As you guys get close, you do. This area is certainly much colder. As you see this storm wrapping around these islands, but in a strange fashion, you see as these clouds almost tend to like go down to the surface, surrounding some of the mountains that you can see below. Shrouding those mountains as well. But the storm itself, you can see that the storm is strangely weaker near the top. Which, from seeing these around, what you typically see with storms is that they're typically like huge clouds that are much taller than you anticipate. But this doesn't seem to be that way. And the storm seems very different. Almost like magical in nature. But from here, you guys are not
Definitely
able to tell.
feels like the kind of place.
But you're not able to really tell what it could be. So Kai, you actually see that like lower down there is bits of like lightning and below. It's almost like this is both like down there would probably be like a blizzard, but also a thunderstorm at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Being in this general vicinity, you can feel just like that little bit of static in the air. Your trident activates.
Whoa.
You are under the
Came to
effects
the right place.
You're feeling under the effects of being in a thunderstorm. While you're here, your trident's going to have extra power abilities.
Ooh.
Huh. This seems like a good sign.
But peeking out from some of these storm clouds, you are able to see what appears to be the shrine. You guys can choose to try and dock. Do note that it will be a bit of a difficult landing process. If you choose to do this.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? Just not going here?
If you guys can find a way to fly.
What? Yeah, I don't think we have that as an option.
Yeah.
Like, personally fly? Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, let's try and dock this thing.
Alright. You guys are all going to need to collectively do this. I'm going to need...
Oh boy.
This is going to be... You guys are going to have to fight the winds.
This is giving me Major Castle in the Sky.
Yeah, I don't really know what music to play because I don't have it here, so I'm actually just going to pull from thing. It's going to sound a bit more intense than it actually is, but... Alright. You guys kind of get in. When you get close to the storm, you immediately feel the winds beginning to, like, push the ship. As you're going to need to try and figure out how you guys want to dock this ship. You guys are definitely going to want to have the ship be manned in various aspects, but you'll need to be careful. Like, this is a big storm you guys are feeling.
Yeah, I think Titan's gonna have to probably stay with the ship just to try, if we do land this thing, to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
I mean, we have an anchor. Wait, do we have an anchor?
Actually, that's a good point.
I would say yes, you would have an anchor.
Alright, so if we can get this thing landed, then we should be okay. Now, how do we do this?
No, I've never flown a ship before until just recently.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, I guess what do we need to do?
Hi.
Yeah.
We can attach a rope to your trident, and you can throw your trident at the island, and it'll, like, attach to the island, and then we
extra harpoon.
Yeah, like a harpoon, and we can drag ourselves towards the island, like all three of us.
That's not a bad. You know, Titan is really strong, and then we'd be helping. We could try and use, like I said, like a rope and the trident as a harpoon, and kind of try and reel the ship in to get it landed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
Okay. You guys try and get the ship in close. Let's have Titan roll a strength check to have him try and fight for control of the ship.
Alright.
You guys are definitely like taking down sails.
Will he have advantage since we're helping him?
No.
No? Alright. Go! That's... Ooh! Nice, that's 27.
Okay. He's going...
That's really, really good.
You guys kind of work to align the ship. You guys said you were guys firing a harpoon or something to try and secure the ship?
Yeah, we're basically making my trident like a makeshift harpoon to use as... We'll just use it as something for us to pull on and like reel the ship in, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't really anchor until you're actually there. Like, the anchor is just to stay in place, but to get close, like, we're thinking that we use that to try and reel in
Is the rope even
get
strong
to land.
enough? Would my rope just break?
Well, I mean, it should be strong rope. It's adventuring rope.
Well, we'll have to see. You guys try and you throw the trident to help kind of prevent you guys from getting too far out.
It's a tether. It's our
Kai,
makeshift
roll an attack
harpoon.
roll for me. Let's see how firm you can get this in.
Oh boy. Alright, I steady myself and aim the shot. That's me saying I'm gonna do steady aim so I can roll the attack with advantage.
Sounds great.
Okay. Ooh, 30! That was almost a crit.
Sweet. You managed to lodge the trident in pretty effectively.
It's
it is
real in
holding.
there.
It is really in there. And you're not giving it the command to return or anything, so you're just giving it a minute. As you guys are able to kind of steer the ship roughly in place. Adeline, you're able to go and like grab the anchor. This anchor is stupidly heavy, but because of the anklet you have, the one that kind of boosts your strength, you are able to pick this up. As you try and like loop it around the dock to try and anchor the ship. And it seems like the ship is going to hold for now. You guys look around the ship and you guys are able to find more rope. And you guys are able to try and like help keep it tied in place. You don't know how long it will last, but for now, it seems the ship will hold.
If we've made it onto the island, I would like to have Titan scavenge around for like big boulders and stuff to try and weigh the ship down so it's less impacted by the winds.
Well, weighing the ship down isn't going to do much because it's going to be affected by the winds no matter what.
Yeah. What you should
Well,
be
are
worried
we, like,
about is holding the anchor down with some rocks.
Well, I guess what I mean is like, is the ship docked like it's actually touching the ground, or is it like more of like how a ship is docked in the sea?
More
where
like
it's
how
just,
a ship is
tied to
docked.
the coast.
It's kind of more tied to
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
then,
I assume
yeah,
you
there's
put
not
the
much we
anchor
can
on the
do.
island.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, not much else we can do then, but just try and be quick and hope everything holds.
Okay.
Do we have Titan stay here to try and manage the ship? What do you think?
Titan can absolutely stay and manage the ship. Well, I mean, Dusk isn't here, so I say that's probably the best bet.
Okay.
So he'll keep an eye on the ship, make sure it's not going to go anywhere.
What if we need his firepower? He is strong. But yeah, it probably is the best option.
Question.
Yes.
How much longer are we playing for?
Oh, for this session?
Yeah.
Like 30 more minutes at most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you needing to like get back to your homework or?
No, I'm just currently trying to see if Dusk can possibly rejoin. That's why I asked.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we'll probably be going for like 30 more minutes and probably wrapping up.
Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, well. We've made it. We've docked. We can check out what the heck's going on this island.
Okay, you guys make your way up the dock. And you guys kind of reach the mainland. And at first it almost seems like it's empty, but that's also because you guys are still kind of in the storm. As you guys go up some steps, and you guys find yourself more on top, more above the storm, kind of more of the peaceful area. There's still kind of a strong wind, but it is much stronger here. Not much stronger here. It's much calmer here. and you feel less like you're going to have to deal with stuff. This place is very busy right now. You see that there's like one or two like people potentially doing kind of like, I don't know what, trying to remember what it's called when people kind of like go on like a religious journey or something like that. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
But yeah, like a pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Well, you see like a few people doing like a pilgrimage, but outside of that, it's like, it is not much. There's not a lot of people. But you guys are kind of doing what you can to kind of remain discreet. Given the warning you guys have been given. You see that there's a few different shrines and stuff like that. And there's especially like one like big central shrine. But you see that there's like a few other like towers and such. It's kind of like a fortress of some sorts, but nothing too crazy. Like, this is very much more of like a religious monument than anything.
I see.
Well, I guess the main thing then is just check out the center piece of the island. Go check out that shrine.
Okay. So, how are you guys wanting to go about being in there? I'm just kind of curious about the way you want to handle this. I'm just curious what you guys are doing. Are you just kind of just walking in? You trying to be like stealthy or anything?
That's a great question.
We try to be stealthy. Like, if anyone does see us, that'll be very suspicious.
Yeah, we could just...
Because the point is to try and fit in.
Yeah, so the best thing would probably just be trying to keep like a similar like solemn, respectful attitude, appearance.
Yeah.
Just like we're just one of the people here to see the place.
We're just here to worship.
Okay.
I don't think there's much else we can do without like insider help or information.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys kind of just walk in. And you guys kind of try not to bring attention to yourselves. And
I think at this point, with us actually going inside and we're in the shrine, this big important place, I am actually gonna try and do the disguise self to make myself not look like a fish person.
okay. Sounds good. You try and like kind of, if you kind of like try and like round out your features, try and look a little bit more avian-esque, I guess.
A little less blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little less.
Yeah. Less scaly, less gilly.
Yeah, and you try
I'll
and
be like, ew,
do
why
that.
does it smell like fish here?
You try and do that to the best of your extent, and unless anyone here is particularly perceptive, they would probably, just, they might look you over. Yeah. If they look too closely, they might notice.
Imagining Kai as a
Right.
regular person is really weird.
Yeah.
Alright, well. What do
Okay.
we see, I guess?
So as you go in here, you see a statue of. It seems to be very much of like a winged humanoid. Very much like what you would get for a standard avian, but there's something like they have like very like polished features. Almost feeling like, almost like perfected, almost like what you would almost imagine. Like just like almost, it's almost uncanny how perfect this person appears to be. And you see like a plaque. It's not in common, but based on what you heard from the scholar that you guys communicated with earlier, you get the sense that this is the highlight tree, whatever that means. But this seems to be some sort of figure that is worshipped by some avians, almost like
Yeah.
what you would imagine a god. But since you don't know Orin, you wouldn't be able to get a whole lot of information about what this potentially means.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Like you wouldn't be able to get much of the storyline that is involved, or anything that's really going on.
Is there anything... Well, okay, so this is the main bit. Is there anything that catches our eye around here, or anything... Like, I want to, like, kind of on the down low be, like, trying to inspect, like, the statue and stuff, and trying to figure out if there is anything similar to what we've seen previously for the Trident, or, like, any magical auras, or all that kind of stuff.
Roll me an investigation check.
Alright. Let's see. Oh! I'm good at investigation. Oh, 29!
You look
Oh.
around and you don't find any things that are like that trident. You're looking around, not just for that, but you're also trying to look for like secrets.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's like a hidden sanctum or something that you might be able to find something in. But you look around and you don't really find anything. Like there could be all sorts of things, but at least from what you can tell, if there is anything hidden here, there might be additional information that you need to know.
Oh, dang it.
Alright,
Maybe
it's time to get some
Alright.
information out of people by buying their products.
Wait, what?
That's how I did it that one time.
I don't think there's people selling stuff here. It's religious grounds.
Okay, we
Technically, the
convinced
Kitsune
them to
Shrine
help
could be
us.
considered that too, but
Yeah, that's fair.
Are there shops here?
you look around. There isn't really much. Not much in the way of shops. It's definitely very much more of like a pilgrimage-esque area. But there's like small stands maybe for like food or other things.
Would it be offensive to like walk up to one of the avian people and be like, claim that I was sent by the person they're worshipping and that they have to listen to me?
Yes, that's a terrible idea. It's an awful idea. Oh my gosh.
Okay, it was just an idea.
Wow, and you were knocking the whole scamming the scammer thing over here, wanting to be a pretend religious emissary.
Okay,
Hey, that's much
Um,
worse.
I don't know, man. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I think we might have to go to the Skyhold instead. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have whatever information we need to... If there is something here, it's not something obviously in the open or something. Like, we can't really ask anyone for information because they're quickly going to get suspicious or offended if we do.
Or we could just say, hey, it's my first time here. Like, can you help me out? I want to worship. I don't know.
We can try. Do you want to try that? You can try asking if there's, like, what other places on the island are, like, good to visit or important to visit on a pilgrimage kind of thing. Like, see if we can,
Yeah.
we can see if we can get
Hey,
an info
Kai.
that way.
You should let me do the talking. Because people listen to me.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
So, they walk up to
Go ahead.
a random person, I guess.
Okay, you look in this general area. There's a few people you could talk to. There's some people who are on pilgrimages. There's a few people that you would imagine they're like kind of like guards or maybe like stewards of the area. But yeah, you can choose who of those people you think might be best suited for what you're trying to do.
I wouldn't want to talk to a guard, because if they do get suspicious, that's not good.
Like, there's
Not
also
that
like
we're not supposed to be here, but like, I don't know, man.
I mean, I think, yeah, technically they would be upset about us being here. We definitely want to stay on the down low, so pick normal, simple-looking people.
Yeah, let's just... A random person who looks like they, I don't know, wouldn't suspect us.
You wouldn't suspect us of what?
I don't know.
You go up to
that we're not aliens.
Yeah, fair.
You go up to someone who just seems to be just on a pilgrimage around here. And you try and communicate with them. And they kind of look at you, give you a weird look.
Oh no.
As you remember that not everyone here knows common.
Oh.
Oh no.
They kind of just give you a weird look. Not really understanding what you're saying.
Well, this is a problem.
I mean, you can attempt to try and speak to them in Orin. If from just anything.
Do we know it at all?
We...
We don't know the language at all.
Adeline, if you want to, roll an insight check. See if you can figure out anything if you want to try and do that.
Okay, I don't know how that would help, but okay.
Well, yeah, because they respond back in the same language.
To see if you can
wouldn't know.
See if you can. See if you can try and like insight to communicate or something.
Okay, I rolled a 29.
You. All right. So, Orin, you've kind of picked up little bits of it, but not really enough to fully be elusive. Like, Orin is definitely a complicated language, and it's not something you can pick up just by hearing it over a couple days. But you try and use, like, strings of words that you've heard.
Dang, we picked up on the language that fast?
Well, you just try to pick up on, like, random
so
words
smart.
that you feel like you have heard. Like, potentially in, some of the other locations you've been in. Like in Featherhearth Cluster. They kind of just still kind of look at you a bit confused as they walk away. As whatever you said didn't quite make sense.
Oh no.
You certainly said something.
You said something.
But perhaps with more exposure, you might be able to figure something out.
Is there a book?
Yeah. No, I think we gotta go to the sky hold. We're being gently nudged away from this place.
Okay.
I don't think we got to come back when we have the right tools.
I will say, if you do
We're
want
not-
to talk to people, that the shopkeepers are more likely to know fun.
That's true.
That's
'Cause
true,
that is what you
it's
found
true.
out.
Them then.
Okay, you go kind of. Alright, you're going talking to some of the shopkeepers?
Yeah.
Alright, Adeline, are you like separating yourself from Kai at the moment, or are you going over with him?
Would it be more suspicious if he came with?
Probably not.
I'll probably just be around, but I'll hang back a little bit. Be the
You don't want to come
the
with?
silent. Well, no, I'll just be like the silent partner there, not really a part of the conversation.
Maybe I could make it seem more realistic by being like, "Hey, my friend here really wants to like worship, but like doesn't know the language or anything, and he was too shy to ask. Could you give us a little help?"
You can try it.
Okay. So what are you saying?
Saying, my friend
I-
here came to worship, but doesn't really know much about the place. He's a little new. Could you oh, sorry for he's a little shy. So I thought I'd come ask some help, possibly.
He gives you kind of a weird look. And then he looks up at Kai and is it normal for your house cat to speak?
Hey, you can take a cat.
So I'm gonna look at the guy and like trying to quickly think on my feet here, like, yeah. So forgive me. I have her do the talking for me. I had an unusual raising. I'm not very accustomed with talking to other avians. I'm gonna just like kind of mumble, and that's like kind of like mumbly, kind of like looking away, like she's saying I was shy.
He's just kind of looking. I never talked to a cat before. Meow?
Covering my ears with my hood. How can you tell?
I mean, if he's staring right in your face, he might be trying to look a little closer and scope you
don't
out.
felines kind of have like slightly different facial features and
A little bit, yeah.
Probably.
well, some like whiskers if you look close enough.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Doesn't seem like it's an issue though, so might be able to
He
get
just
some
seems
help from him.
confused. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Talking with him?
Hey, Katie, I don't know. Would you mind saying that again? I was kind of in shock.
Ask him, like,
No, I'm doing the talking. You're shy. Why are you talking?
well, yeah, I'm whispering to you. That fits the whole act.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna just be like, yeah, just ask him, if there are like other important places or icons to visit around here, like, and like what the, process or formality of it is, or what we're supposed to do while we're here, or what things to see if there is more than just the statue here. Like, we need whatever info we can get, and what's appropriate, I
already forgot all of that.
Oh no. Well, good luck.
Well, he's new here, and he was wondering how he could go about his worship. What places are around here that we could potentially go to?
And he's just like, I'm still a little bewildered, but if you're wanting to like donate, you could probably just go and leave a donation.
Hey, I do that.
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with this.
I'm getting nervous.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not understanding your cat very well. Did you by chance speak Orin? That's, do you mind speaking that? I feel like.
I'm sorry, not well. I wasn't. I said I haven't been around other avians much. Just.
Oh,
are
you
wondering...
one of those filthy surface dwellers?
You could say that. It's complicated.
Oh well, then I don't really have.
I really just want to pay my respects, and I was wondering if there's other places to visit here for prayer or whatever else. Like, is the statue the main attraction, or
just here? Maybe it's the spot. So I just leave a donation now. I probably should be trying to clean up, especially with. He just looks at Adeline, with cat in here. Don't want to get hair all over the place.
Let's
We've heard enough. I think we've gotten enough information. Thank you so much. She gives a very big smile and walks away.
Well, that was not very helpful. I'm gonna. With what the guy was saying.
Such jerks.
Yeah.
These people are so entitled.
I am gonna go ahead and like leave a little bit of money at the statue, I guess, like he was suggesting, just for the heck of it. And then it's like, yeah, I don't think we are gonna find what we need here.
Okay. You do that. However much you decide to donate.
Yeah, I'll just do like 5 gold.
Okay.
You know, I'm very tempted to like make eye contact with the shopkeeper and just like take my hood off and shake as much hair off my head as I can while making eye contact with it.
Oh my gosh. Let's not make a scene.
Okay, but it's very tempting.
Let's get back to the ship, regroup with Titan, and I guess we're going to the Skyhold at this point. We don't really have any other option.
Man, that guy was no help.
No one has been very helpful so far.
How could my
it seems to be a theme.
How could my question have been so difficult to understand? I was literally just asking where we can worship, and he's like, I don't know, just leave some money, I guess. There's more places here than just that.
Yes, well, clearly they don't care to be socializing much with outsiders, as we were warned before.
These avians are nothing like the avians that I've known.
Yeah, they're very stuck up.
You would actually know, maybe just a little bit from Kanax, from your time with him, that he actually was almost thrown off islands multiple times, simply because he just didn't have wings. It is rough.
Yeah, these guys kind of suck, man.
But yeah, you guys can absolutely go back to the ship. Like, you see that there's like just a few other places. You see a few other avians like kind of milling about. You see avians with a few like different wings and such. Like, you actually see a few that have like dragonfly wings actually, instead of the typical like feathered wings that you most likely see.
That is so cool. I love that.
Yeah. But are you guys heading back to the ship?
Yeah, I think so. It seems visiting the nest at least at this point, seems to have been a bit of a waste of our time. Unfortunately, we really got to find a lead somewhere.
Adeline is gonna go back to the ship and start kicking things around and start venting to Titan and be like, "Oh, I hate these guys. What is wrong with them?"
Oh, she's experiencing the discrimination. Oh man.
Yep.
Hey, well.
Okay. You
Off
guys.
to our next destination.
Yeah. Soulfglass Skyhold is about a day's journey from where you guys are currently at.
Oh goodness.
So you guys are able to. You guys are able to take off, and it takes just a little bit as you guys do need to. Like you guys have to like figure out the whole shenanigan of getting out of the dock, but you guys, you guys are able to manage as you guys are able to undock, luckily without damaging the ship. As you guys begin making your way to Soulfglass Skyhold, and it takes about another day. And I need to grab the map for that, but it's one of the ones I forgot to put in here.
Uh-oh.
There it is. There we go. We got it. Okay. But you guys are able to head into Soulfglass Skyhold. As you guys kind of head to this area, you guys find that you guys have to move up vertically quite a bit. As this, like, you get the first sight of the city kind of from beneath, as you realize that this city is very high up. Even compared to some of the other islands. Almost like it oversees the rest of the world. Both literally and figuratively. But as you guys kind of rise up, you guys are able to look out over this absolutely beautiful city.
Oh my goodness.
As you see that this city, it is filled with various colors. Most of these islands seem more artificial. It is hard to even tell that this is like Sky Islands and more of just a city just flying in the sky.
Wow.
And looking at it, you're able to see even more of just all of the various like designs. All of the houses here are very intricate. Like if you've potentially seen like noble sectors on the surface, and these make some of those look like little shacks. These places are as fancy as you can possibly get. A lot of these places are made of like crystalline material of like various colors, and you have these like networks of bridges connecting all of these different sectors. You see that there are like several airships all over different places. of different varieties. You have some ships that are more like what you guys have. You have some that are more of like a blimp airship. Just experimentations with different kinds of things. But what's even more noticeable to all of you is the sheer amount of variety in the avians you were able to see in the general area. People are flying everywhere. With wings of all sorts of different colors. You have avians who have all sorts of different wings. You have like feathered wings. You have various like moth wings or dragonfly wings. You think that you might, by chance, catch one or two with different kinds of like butterfly wings as well. Of a few different colors. You get a few like monarch butterfly, but this entire area is just very intricate. But you guys are able to find a place where you guys are able to dock the ship near the Trade Wing Commons. And I think that is where we will end the session today.
Alright.
Wow.
Man, this is interesting. I don't know how we're gonna deal with all these snobby avians, though.
I think at some point, if they keep being snobby, Adeline might do something she shouldn't.
Oh no! They're gonna end up making a scene.
Maybe.
Oh no.
But yeah, we will pick this up next session.
Well, alright, well.
Yeah.
Things are getting interesting. That was, oh goodness, it was very frustrating trying to get information from people that do not want to give information.
Yep.
Man, that was fun though, especially
these
visiting
guys
the
are-
market, trying to sell our stupid stuff.
Fun thing, I will give you just a little bit of out of character information, just because I think it'll be cool for you guys to know. That Featherhearth Cluster is actually where Connex is from.
Oh.
Interesting.
And it's also the one I built in that hardcore world back then. So, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of the session. I am looking forward to doing the next session. We've got quite a bit for this place.
And awesome.
Yeah. I will give one other bit of information that I forgot to mention earlier before we end, though. You guys did see that since you guys approached from below at first, you guys were able to see that there appears to be some sort of network of like tunnels or like a sewer thing beneath the city as well. So there is definitely plenty to explore. So with that, we will continue next time.